Pisces, welcome to your Intimate Tarot reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. For those of you who are new to the channel, you'd like to know why I read Intimate Tarot, specifically sexual energy, it will be outlined in the description box, yeah? As a heads up, if you find that you are someone who is terribly sensitive around the topics regarding sexual energy, sexual identification, I don't want you to watch this, all right? I'll catch you in a couple weeks. No offense taken, none whatsoever. I completely understand. I would never want you to watch any tarot that caused you conflict, okay, consciously, morally, ethically, etc. Because then you will get nothing from it, all right? So again, if you don't want to watch this one, you want to skip it, I understand, no big deal. In the general sense, I choose to because I understand sexual energy, sexual identification is unique to each of us as individuals. And if that's true, and it is, it has the opportunity to affect our relationships for the good, for the not so good, somewhere in between. That's why I look at it. That's why anybody in tarot looks at anything energetically, so we can understand. And that's where I operate from, that place of the more you know, right? There you go. Water signs understand this pretty well, but still, I have to put it out there. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean sexual energy. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean sexual energy. What's going on, please, for that Piscean sexual energy? Show me, Pisces, please. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean sexual energy. What's going on for Pisces? We're going to start with the recent past, but like always, regardless, take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Cross-watch the same. As I've said before, Pisces can have some very intense cross-watchers, so I like to occasionally throw that out there. Recent past, the Knight of Swords, we were taking action. Okay. In your sexual energy, it's like, I'm taking care of business, Christina. Okay. The current Two of Swords, now you don't know. No, you don't know. You don't know what your feelings are. You used to have a very strong reaction in your sexual energies, like I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm taking care of business, I'm cleaning house, I'm there. Two of Swords, now you don't have the same reaction anymore like you used to. Now you're a little confused about your sexual energy towards someone. Let's see what happened. What's in the challenge? The Knight of Pentacles. There's something here about the pacing. There's something here about the pacing. The speed's not right. You went from fast to slow. It's like you don't have that immediate jump to inclination like you used to with somebody. And it could just be, it doesn't have to be with someone, this could be your process or your sexual identification over time, where it always used to be very rapid, very forthright, very I know what's up, I know how to act, I know how to respond. And now it's kind of not as slowed down over time. Perhaps your feelings towards sex has changed, but I don't think that's quite it. The Knights tend to be responsive. It's like your sexual energy is being responsive towards someone over time and circumstance. Let's keep going. The person surrounding you, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, does not have to be their sexual energy towards you. Seven of Swords, oh dear. Somebody here tries to avoid their sexual energy. They're not very comfortable with it, or at least they aren't anymore. Their heart space is still here, which is good. Okay, but their sexual energy is a little absent towards you. Perhaps this confuses you. It doesn't come in as fast as it used to. Your response to it isn't as fast as it used to be. What's going on? Let's say the next couple of months, please. The King of Cups, Hanged Man, Six of Cups. You are telling me, okay, my feelings are still in this, but I'm confused about our sexual activity, so I've kind of suspended it. I'm trying to understand if our feelings are still in place for each other. You both have very large heart spaces. I'm seeing a King and Queen of Cups. This is matching energy, which is beautiful. I'm looking at two people that say, roughly speaking, Christina, I know my heart. I know how big my feelings can get. They're huge. And my sex is probably tied to my heart, which is one of the reasons why I read sexual energy, so people can see how they're often related. One leads to the other. Typically, sometimes it doesn't, and if that's the case, I want you to know, hence why we're here. So you're showing me, as traditional to Pisces, as it would be to Cancer, as it would be to Scorpio, water energy. This is important to me. I love this person. But we've kind of taken a time out with the Hanged Man energy, and our sexual energy towards this person whom we've known for a long time is suspended. Okay, at least it looks like, and I'm not saying it's completely stopped, but we are looking at it differently. looking at the sexual energy with this person from a place of the heart, which is what I want you to do. Okay, I don't want you to take it to a headspace. I want you to feel about your sexual energy from your feelings, okay, and not your thoughts. All right. Your strengths as the magician, you're telling me you know how to do it, man. You know how to pull in that sexual energy if you wanted to. The magician's like, I have no problem. If I want, I could make it happen, Christina. I believe you. So do you want to? That's the trick. Do you want the sexual energy with this person? If you're telling me, honey, you just pulled the magician in your sexual strengths. So you're telling me, Christina, okay, when I want to make it happen, I can make it happen. I believe you. You've always known how to pull that sexual energy towards you. Do you want to with this person? Or your feelings in it now? Obstacles, 5 of Cups. No, you don't. And that's a hell no, you don't. You're saying you could. You could pull in the sexual energy. I could go fishing with my sexual energy. Boom, there goes my rod. I can pull something back. No problem. Like, that's how confident your sexual energy is. In that respect, I know I can get mine. That's what Pisces is telling me. That's some balls, man. I know I can get mine. I don't want to. You know why? Because you're hurt. You're in pain. You don't want to pull in the sexual energy with this person anyway. Because right now you're hurt. You still love them. Love is here. But the love is hurt for some reason. Your feelings for this person or situation are hurt, so you've kind of shut down your sexual energy. Because you're saying, oh, I could just, Pisces, like, Christina, look at me, see this? I can give them a look, and they'll know. They'll know that it's time. I'm not giving them that look. I'm not giving them those special looks. I'm not giving them those special words. I love them, but I'm not trying to make it happen right now. I believe you. That caught my attention. Things are feeling a little bit more on the friendly side right now. Friendship as opposed to lovers or spouses for some of you. The outcome, moving forward, the Fool. Opening up. How? Why? I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I like the Fool energy personally. It's open. It says I'm willing to look at something differently. I'm willing to feel something differently. I'm willing to see something differently. It's a spiritual thing. You can't fake it. You either have the inclination to be the Fool without agenda, okay, or you don't. It suggests hope. It suggests I'm willing to feel a different way. I'm a brand new being. I want to operate in the world differently. Either in this situation or not, I don't know. Opening up sexually towards this person again? Sure. That could very well be it too. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's start right here with that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Yeah? Oh, I believe you. You say you know what to do. I believe you. You always rushed in. You know? You know how to pull that sexual energy towards you? Not a problem. Not a problem. But now it's kind of like, do I want to? Do I still feel the same for this? So it's looking like it's become kind of shut down a little bit. I don't know that it's completely off, but you're not jumping to like you used to. You're not responsive like you used to. You're not summoning this person's sexual energy towards you like you know you could if you wanted to. But right now you're telling me you can't because you're in pain, you're upset, you're hurt, you're disappointed. Show me this Knight of Swords, please, for Pisces. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. That's you. You're all over this. And it could be that you're very strongly connecting to a fellow water sign or someone whom you've known a very long time. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Wherever sexual activity you had with this person, it always felt balanced. It always felt steady. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't wild. It wasn't always over the top. It was very comfortable for you. And you might have known this person for 13 years, by the way. Thereabouts. In a relationship, something, for about 13 years. I don't know why it just hit really hard. Somewhere around there. For some of you, yes, it's not an absolute. For some of you, by the way, 76 and or 67 might be power numbers for some reason, some sort of confirmation number, and then 13, like I said. So that could also be Scorpio energy, Cancer, Pisces. That's a little bit, oh boy, those numbers are just flying at me. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. You telling me that when it was time to take action, you were comfortable, you had an easy rhythm with your person. It might have been predictable, but it was your two's rhythm. Okay, you knew how to respond. When they called, you responded. When, you know, you put out a call, they responded. It was without fail. It might have been patternized, but I'm seeing it as comfortable sex between you and someone else that was trusted, safe. It might even be scheduled. I don't know. It's not my business. My point is that you're telling me that it was comfortable. 6 and 7 of Pentacles. You interpreted your sexual energy with this person in that way with the Queen of Cups. So I know your sex towards this person was coming from a place of confidence, security, rhythmic. It is very rhythmic. That just means you've two known each other a long time. And it was coming from a place of love. That's it. And that's the way good sex should be. It should be coming from love. It doesn't matter how wild or over the top it is or how, you know, used to it you two are. Even if you two always had a pattern, set ways and methods, the point is that it worked for you both. Okay? So it was something that you two developed over time. All you're telling me is that you were comfortable in your sex with this person. Very much so. Okay? And it always came from the heart. That's it. Now you're telling me, I'm not so sure. 2 of Swords. What's up with that? You're confused. Why are you confused? Could be that they are. It's not about you versus they. Everybody's going to have a little bit of everything. And like always, energy exchange. Okay? You can reverse as you see fit. Show me that 2 of Swords, please. Why are we confused about the sexual energy? Here it was very straightforward. I would say very straightforward. You two always had a kind of comfortable sexual rhythm with each other. It was well established. It was always well established between you two for a long time. 2 of Swords. Why are we confused about the sexual energy? What's going on? 5 of Swords, you don't trust it. Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands. You started blocking, at some point you started blocking your sexual energy towards your partner. For some reason, trust became an issue. What's the 5 of Swords about, honey? Was it a form of self-sabotage? I know you looked at it analytically. It's kind of like you're saying it doesn't matter, or until I know I shouldn't engage. And I agree, you shouldn't. But where's that distrust issues coming from? Let's see that challenge position, Knights of Pentacles. So there's the active blockage of you consciously and willfully kind of blocking the sex. You don't feel safe. Where there was security and safety, now you're feeling the opposite of that. And you're aware of it, strongly aware of it too. The King, Queen of Swords don't play. Okay. They have acute knowledge. The thing is that you're looking at that 5 of Swords like, I don't know if I can trust this person, my sexual energy towards them. Or you're wondering if you're not kind of self-sabotaging on purpose by shutting off the sexual energy. Because there's something in your emotions that says here, I'm confused. Everything was always straightforward. Now they're not. What's the issue? Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. What about the challenge? What about the challenge? You're both showing me a little bit of self-deception. You are trying to look at it. Show me that Knight. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Why is this in the challenge position? The speed. Is it too slow? Somebody's not as responsive as they used to be. Somebody's not giving the quality of sex like they used to. What is this? 5 of Pentacles. Shit. Temperance, the moon. That's you, honey. You might have some Sag in your chart. Could be connecting to one. We also have Piscean energy here. Not the point. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Temperance. The moon. My. There are things here that we do not trust. Somebody talks about healing their sexual energy, but they never do. It's kind of like somebody here has lost their believability. I don't know who it is. I can't. The energy exchange is too... I can't tell. You two could be accusing each other of this to some extent. Somebody here is saying this person needs to heal their sexual energy. They need to heal their sexual energy. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they want. It's not like it used to be. And it's happened so slowly over time, I don't think either one of you can really pinpoint the problem. Okay? All I know is that in the real world, somebody started to shut down the sexual activity harshly, abruptly, brushing it off. No, I'm not interested. I got a headache, except it's always like that, right? I understand, and I don't want you to engage in anything that you don't feel comfortable in. You went from high security, high comfort to, I don't want to. I respect that. But we need to figure out why. And I respect that. I mean, I don't want you to do anything that doesn't feel right to you. And if you have a really caring and loving partner, they wouldn't want you to either. That's just it. Full stop. Done. So let's take that argument off the table. You can't make someone have sex with you that they don't fucking want to. And if you don't trust your partner, stop. That's it. But we do need to figure out the problem. And somebody here is accusing the other person that slowly but surely over time it started to creep up on somebody, that somebody has, you know, they don't find comfort in sex anymore. They don't see it as a healing experience anymore. They don't see it as a pleasurable experience anymore. They don't see it as a healing factor between two people anymore. And that's what's keeping the relationship divided. Somebody shut it down. It does look like it's you. And it's either because we no longer feel pleasure with our partner, or somebody's accusing you of no longer being able to find sexual comfort with you because you shut it down. I don't know. I just know that it creeped up so slowly on you both. Okay. That it's hard for either one of you to figure out where this problem started, where it began. Never mind how it's going to end. Somebody's saying, we need to heal our sexual energies together, but it's always broken. We're always divided. We never come together sexually anymore. And to me, that's a form of healings. For somebody, this is a distinct feature, temperance. And that's a lot of time, too. But somebody here is saying, you don't see our sexual energy as healing anymore. That this is a bonding principle between us. Now, in healthy relationships, sexuality should be not just bonding, but yes, healing too. It is a form of love. So anything that is a form of love should be healing if it's healthy. So somebody stops seeing the sex here as being a healthy thing, a good thing, a bonding thing, a healing thing. And I don't know who the hell is who, Pisces. I really don't. You're in here. So is that. I got some Five of Pentacles. I got some Earth energy in here with that Knight of Pentacles. And it creeped up on you both so slowly. I just know that somebody here shut it down and they didn't really ask permission or really try to discover the problem. You know? And if we don't trust it, we don't trust it. All I know is that somebody here has broken from the sexual energy, but not the actual relationship. I believe. I believe. Okay, show me this Queen of Cups, please. I got a lot of water energy in here today. Show me that Queen of Cups, please. Show me that Queen of Cups, please. Show me that Queen of Cups. Show me that Queen of Cups. Show me that Queen of Cups as the person surrounding. Show me that Queen of Cups, please, as the person surrounding. Show me that Queen of Cups, please. You went from a long established history of secure, comfortable sex that came from a good heart space to what the fuck happened. Somebody here does not find the emotional healing in their sex anymore with their person. So they kind of shut it down or they push it off without really realizing that they're doing it. This person, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, Death. Well, okay. Oh. They're showing me confusion. They're showing me confusion. They're showing me confusion. And they're frustrated. 10 of Wands. Frustrated and confused about what the hell's going on. Because they have big feelings too. You both have big feelings, let's make that clear. You're both showing me King, Queen of Cups like crazy. You're a water sign, clearly. I don't know that they necessarily are, but I know that when it comes to you, they have a big heart space. You do with them as well. But for some reason, the activity, the physical activity between you two, shut the hell down. And I'm not necessarily convinced that this connection's over, but I can see that the sexual activity is. Bare minimum, it's suspended. And it was somebody's choice to do it, but without really fully understanding why or where that was coming from. And at the root issue of this, Pisces, either you or your person stop seeing the sex as a form of emotional exchange that is healthy, fair, and balanced, and as a form of healing and bonding. Somebody else is grossly struggling with it. They don't understand, they are confused, and they are infinitely frustrated. Could be Scorpio. Like I said, it's heavy water orientation. And they're in pain. This person's confused and they're in pain about the lack of sexual activity here. But they still have love for you. Now, there's Seven of Swords. Show me the Seven of Swords, please. Their sexual energy towards you. They're showing me some sword activity as well. Show me that Seven of Swords, please, for this person's sexual energy towards you. They try not to think about it, or they try to act like it doesn't affect them. Show that Seven of Swords, please. The Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the World. They try not to think about the emotions that aren't there. They try not to think about it. They don't like thinking about it. They don't like thinking about it. They really don't like thinking about it. They try to not look at it. Okay. The Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, the World, they really try not to think about the emotional absence. Okay. That's a little serious. This is a little serious here. So if you're not into real tarot, I really don't want you to be here. This is serious stuff. Okay? It's one of the reasons I look at it. They're showing me because I'm supposed to show you. So if it doesn't resonate, good. Check your other placements or I'll catch you on the next one. When somebody withdrew their emotions, they withdrew their sex. When they withdrew their sex, it's because they stopped feeling their feelings. And they're still confused about it to this day. They just knew that they were supposed to shut the sex down. Right? And somebody here no longer sees the sexual relationship as viable or something, that's healing and restorative and worthy. The other person is frustrated as fuck, confused as fuck, because they see that it's done, they don't know why. And then they really try to sneak away from the thoughts of the emotional absence. They don't want to think about it. So if it's you that is emotionally absent from the sex piece, they don't want to think about it. That kind of scares the shit out of them. They don't want to think about that part, because that makes it too real, right? Somebody here don't want to think about it. Why are we still connected to this? It started out as lovely, stable, secure, to having almost turned on a dime. Now, obviously, it didn't happen that way. It clearly happened over time. That's here as well. And it was a slow thing. It was so slow, neither one of you saw it. But somebody, once they broke from their emotions with this person, their sex went out the window, which is usually what happens. When we emotionally break from somebody, the sex tends to go. And if that is what's happening here, I am sorry. But we need to see it. We need to see it for what it is. They don't like thinking about you being emotionally absent. They don't like thinking about that at all. It scares them. Okay? It scares them. They are frustrated and they're angry, but it's like they don't want to address it either, because then they might have to see what maybe isn't there. Oh my. I don't want to hear anything in the comments about you always do this. I'm not doing shit, honey. These are the cards. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass. Oh, everything's great, Pisces. You two are in an awesome, happy, healthy, sexy relationship. That's not what we're doing today. I would give you those cards if I could, honey, but tarot is not Whataburger. Good tarot isn't. It's frustrating as fuck. I need to see more change in the collective before the energy shifts in the cards. I have got to see more energy change. So I don't know who I keep tuning into in the Piscean collective, but guys, we gotta have more change. I need you guys to give me more change for yourself first and foremost. Because this cannot stand. I mean, it can. You two can keep doing this. But do you want to? For those of you connecting with Pisces and you identify, do you want to keep doing this? Because sitting there wondering and not really wanting to think about, because I'm scared to question if Pisces still has feelings for me, I don't know, but I also don't want to question it, isn't going to help you. You're already in pain, you're already frustrated, and you're already confused because you still very much love this Pisces, but you're telling me the sex is over, but you don't want to question it because you're terrified of the answer. That's not good. You should never be scared to ask your partner a question, because can you really say that they're your partner? Somebody here doesn't want to see the truth of the other person's feelings because it may not be what they want to hear, especially if that person is still in love with the other one. The other person may not be anymore, and thus the sex was shut down. You understand? We need some communication in here. We need some fucking communication in here. Okay, let's fast forward, please. Let's see if we can turn this fucking frown upside down. Show me this King of Cups, please. Not trying to minimize it, Pisces, but I can't say that this isn't severe. It's pretty severe. I don't want this for you. I don't want this for your person. I want you to... You don't have to kiss and make up, but I don't want you to keep choosing it either. That can't be good. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups. Show me that King of Cups. Show me that King of Cups, please. Dang it, man. The Moon, there you are again. You are all over this. Three of Swords. Honey, you're in pain and you're disappointed and you don't want to talk about it. They're afraid to ask. You won't come forward. I'm not trying to break this down as it's you or them. It's the both of you. They're afraid to ask what you're really feeling because they're afraid of the answer. You're afraid to offer an answer to a question they haven't asked. You are in pain and you don't want to show it. You're disappointed by this relationship. Specifically, you're disappointed by your feelings in the relationship. Thus, it has affected your sexual output. Thus, you shut it down. And I agree with you. If you don't know what your feelings are for a person or if they have changed, you shouldn't be having sex with them. I agree with you 100%. The thing is that they're telling me is that they don't know what the fuck is going on. They're angry and they're confused. And if you're screaming at me, well, they should know, they clearly don't. That's what I'm looking at today. And the risk, also the reason I know you haven't volunteered it is because your biggest emotions about sex and your love for them goes into a hidden place. You don't want to talk about it. They don't want to ask and you don't want to talk. You're in pain. Why don't you say that? You're in pain, you're upset, you're disappointed. That's your truth. As the King of Cups, this is the King of Cups truth. The King and Queen of Cups, that's their business, is to own their feelings. But you take yours to the moon. Why? Why do you hide your pain? Why do you hide your disappointment? If they've done something to you, tell them. If they've upset you or hurt you, tell them. Otherwise, this will not get resolved, especially if you two are in something that is long-standing. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Oh, I see the suspension. You know, I cannot believe how many people default to that argument, which isn't an argument, nor is it a point. They should know, they should know, they should know. The more you have to say that, the more it tells me they don't know. Not everything is obvious to everybody. Not everybody has as much intuition as you do. And even if they do, that doesn't mean they necessarily trust it or know how to use it. So if you have not point blank told this person why you're upset, sad, or disappointed, and that's why you shut the relationship down or shut the sex down specifically within it, we need to have that discussion. And if you did, then this is already after the fact. What happened after? What happened after? That's what I want to know. What happened after? Let's get out of this hidden shit. Let's get out of this secret crap. Let's get out of this keeping my pain to myself because I can't open up and they're afraid to ask. Between the two of you, somebody's got to volunteer something. They either need to put forward the question, are you walking away from me? Do you not have feelings for me anymore, Pisces? Or Pisces needs to be like, look, I don't have any feelings for you. I'm disappointed and you hurt me. Fuck off. I need somebody to speak up. I have got to have one of you speak up. Because you're both walking around confused and in pain and disappointed. I do believe it was you that cut it off, but you're not necessarily sure why you did. Show me the Hanged Man. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Queen of Wands, the Passion, Eight of Swords, Confusion, the Fool. There it is again. It's like we know the passion got suspended. We know. It's like you feel it, but just not necessarily towards them or the situation, vice versa. Like I said, you're both confused. You're both in pain. You both want a solution, but I can't tell that either of you are talking about it. It's like you're afraid to feel or show your true feelings. They're afraid to ask you what your true feelings are. And the thing is, we want to be open to passion again, just not necessarily with this person. You still have the feelings in you, you still have the fire in you, and somebody's still attracted to the other person. One of you is still attracted to the other one is not. And you want to be, you're telling me, Christina, I suspended all activities. It's not that I don't have the fire in me. You better believe I know how to bring that shit towards me. I do believe you, but you're not summoning forward this person's sexual energy or the emotional energy. So what do we do with this? It's looking like your energy is trying to build up in the case of the Fool. I want to move my energy forward into a new beginning, but it hasn't gotten there yet. You still have the goods in you, but you don't necessarily feel the goods for this person. So you contemplate being the Fool. You contemplate opening up a new chapter. You contemplate, Hanged Man. You just contemplate opening up a new chapter in your life. Because you haven't lost the inspiration. You haven't lost the drive. You haven't lost the ambition. It just doesn't seem to apply to this person anymore. So the energy's building, but we're not acting on it. Show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. There's that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. You two have been together a long time. And I don't know what the radical shift was in feeling. I just know that it happened over time. When somebody was very comfortable with this person sexually and emotionally, they no longer are. They're no longer interested. And they shut it down. The other person is confused and bewildered by this. Show me the Six of Cups, please. Possibly angry, but again, they don't want to ask the question, because if they ask the question, you might give them the answer. So you're not volunteering the answer, and they're not asking the question. I know I'm repeating myself, honey. I just need you to see how this is going. It's still going. It's still going, and I don't want this for either one of you. And it's still going. Show me that Six of Cups, please. The Three of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. Fucking case in point. Ten of Wands. The Emperor. Somebody here knows absolutely that the Six of Cups that they have, okay, with this person, I don't know that you two are necessarily soul bonded, but you've known each other a long time. Your energy's already made that clear to me. I'm not convinced it's soul bond. I am convinced, however, that you two have known each other a long time and you've shared many memory. Your sex history with this person was very patternized. It was very predictable. It was very comfortable until one fucking day it wasn't. And that one day took time. Okay, possibly years before we finally discovered this, shut it down. All right? And it is directly tied to someone's heart space. When they stopped feeling their feelings for their person, the sexual energy went out the window too. Fine, that does happen, but we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it, baby, because I'll tell you what. We don't do this. We don't want this. Somebody's like, I'm not investing in this relationship in that way. We're friends at best. And I'm firm about that. I can't give you any more of my energy than what is maybe cooperative at best. Aries energy does not have to be. In the Six of Cups. We are not cooperating at all in that respect. We cannot give any more of our physical energy, sexually or otherwise, to this connection. So again, somebody is still kind of building the case that this is only so much I can give this relationship now. And we're becoming more inclined to, if it's going to be like this, maybe I should start opening up to a new chapter. I kind of agree at this point. So long as somewhere is starting to work up the plan or the idea of what to do. Because this, long term, is unacceptable. It will not work. You can try, but you'll make yourself miserable, they'll make themselves miserable, and then you two will be two miserable fucking people. So when I'm telling you, somebody here is starting to build up the energy saying, I'm cutting off what I used to give this. I'm insisting on that. I can't commit. It's too hard to do any more than a 3 of Pentacles with you. I've known you a long time, and I love you, but not like that, not anymore. And somebody's energy is starting to become more of the fool. It's building. It's building. It's building while we're setting up the platform with this person. So who is who? Fuck. I don't know. You two have known each other a long time. But I'm taking it very seriously, and I hope you are too. You're telling me, see, I got passion, Christine. I just can't see it with them anymore. I can't. Because you're telling me, look at that. Look at that sexual confidence. Oh, I can pull it in. I can pull it in whenever I want. The Magician. Okay. I just want us to have a discussion with this person. I don't know that they're bad. I don't know that they're an asshole. I just see their reaction to this situation. That's all I know. You have to fill in the blanks about the rest. Show me the Magician, please. 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 If you cannot trust this person, honey, I am sympathetic, but that also obligates you to do something about it. Okay? Or you're going to ruin yourself and your energy for the next person if you want there to be a next person. That goes for the both of you. If either one of you wants a chance in hell at having the next person, we need to clean ourselves of this energy. That's a lot of cleanup here. The King of Wands, I told you haven't lost it. Your passion is huge. Your ability to pull in sexually is huge. It is. And the 7 of Wands is in reverse there. Defense is down. The 7 of Swords. It's just you're in conflict now about whether or not you want to pull in something else for yourself. Something else that really inspires you, that really engages you. Sometimes you wonder about bringing down your walls with this person. You're still not convinced. There are times when you allow yourself the energy to pull them in. There's other times when you push it away. But also, I see you trying to manifest outside of yourself. Something that you feel can better meet your passionate needs. Something that you can direct yourself towards. Okay. Show me that 5 of Cups. The obstacles here is that you're in pain. I just don't know that you've expressed it. And if you have, what have they done about it? Or you two have done about it? And if nothing has come from it, do you have your answer? Can you act on it? Show me that 5 of Cups. I hate it when people linger and shit. When nothing's getting done. It's unproductive. And I'm sorry, it's just me. I cannot stand unproductive energy. I just can't. Something's got to give. In this situation, yeah, something's got to give. So, show me that 5 of Cups, please. If people are able to, let me know if you're connecting to Capricorn. You don't have to be. But someone feels a little possessive of the other person, quite possibly. Show me that 5 of Cups, please. Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We know this is why we hold back from otherwise our more deeper sensual selves, the one that was so comfortable with this energy at the opening. It's the pain that literally keeps us from investing, sexually or otherwise. You are disappointed. You have a lot of regret in this relationship. You also feel that you have a lot of the sexual energy here and that you have the most say. Okay. I don't know that's right. I don't know that's wrong, but you're showing me a fair amount of confidence is that I could summon the sexual energy between us like that. But I don't want to. You're actively withholding it. The security is there. The comfort of knowing this person's energy is there. The passion is not. The emotions are not. And cross-watchers, you can go ahead and be pissed off with me if you want to, but then again, why, if you resonate with this, why would you continue to choose this Pisces? Like I said, somebody's got to give. It's looking like the both of you need to separate. It may not be the answer you want, but it's the one that is the most fucking obvious. You refrain literally your sexual energy because you're in pain. You're upset. You don't know how to talk about it. You don't know how to talk about your disappointment in this relationship. You don't know how to talk about the pain. They don't know how to ask. I see you trying to make strides in moving your energy outward, outside of this, and then it picks up a little bit. It gets excited. Then you remember what it is you can do, right? But as far as I can tell, we're still holding on to this relationship out of structure and comfort. But you're also, somebody here is still insisting, I can only give it this much. Don't be looking to me for sex and don't be looking to me for emotional support. But this is what I can give. It's something like that. It's a little harsh. So it's you or it's them. Perhaps it's a little bit of both. I don't know. Show me that Fool, please. Let's see if you blast that door open. Because like I said, my motto is this, honey, get to where you need to be. Because right now, neither one of you is where you need to be. Show me the Fool, please. Show me the Fool, please. Let me make this clear. There are no winners here, and there are no losers here. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It is simply recognizing what is right for you and what is wrong for you. You seem to think by your sexual energy alone towards this person that it used to be right and it isn't. They know something's way off too, but they don't want to address it. Want to stick their head in the sand. So it's not about winning and losing. It's about getting the fuck on with your life. Because this is not a relationship. It was something. And now it's not. We need to see that. Accept it for what it is. Deal with it. Move on. Let it go. The Fool. Six of Pentacles. Death. Fucking thank you. Fucking thank you. I'm not flipping you off. I'm flipping the situation off. I'm done with it. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't think you do either. Okay? Yes. Stop bouncing with this person. Please. You got there. I was wondering. I was pitching for you. Not, again, I don't know who this person is to you. They might be a grand asshole, or they could just be a regular average person that you fell out of love with over time. But you couldn't admit it, not for a long time. You struggled with it, you kept it under the moon, which you are a master at. You put your pain under the moon, you put your disappointment under the moon, you didn't want to talk about it. They knew something was way off, but they didn't want to talk about it either. Right? Because once you know, you got to deal with it, right? And that can't sustain, man. It can't sustain. And I saw somebody's energy, and I knew it was yours, was trying to build its case for the Fool. When you turn around and tell your Six of Cups, I can't give you any more than a friendship, and even then that's a strain. Don't look at me for emotional support. Don't look at me for sex. Just don't. And somebody's like, I'm starting to feel the Fool. And I saw it build a little bit, and there it is. And there's the Fool and your future orientation. Moving forward, you're going to kill the balance. No more balance. No more trying to balance things out with this person or make it work sexually or otherwise. You are letting this go. Judgment. It's a matter of time, and I have to agree. It's for the best. I don't like doing it because it upsets people. That's what I do best, right? I say shit that upsets people. I don't know why the fuck people watch me. Because I seem to upset people. I really do. I don't know why people tune in. They're glutton for punishment, apparently. For those of you who appreciate Real Tarot, I appreciate you. But yeah, people get upset when I say this. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This does not look soul bonded to me. This looks heavily karmic. Again, we're having a hard time pushing past this lesson. And somebody is finally really taking that lesson to heart, and now they're acting on it. Or they will be in future. It was time. The judgment call is here. Somebody wants to take off on a new journey. They had to build their energy up into it. I see your energy has been struggling to go outward. It wants to, and then it gets turned on. It gets excited a little bit when it steps outside whatever this is, and then it retreats again, saying it's not sure. There's comfort here of knowing this person a long time. For their part, the only thing I saw about them was that they mourn the sexual loss between you two. They feel the strain in their heart space. They don't know how to keep it soft towards you because they don't know how to trust that your feelings are still there. And that's because, as far as I can tell, Pisces, they're right. Your feelings are not in place, but they don't want to look at it. They don't want to question it deeply. A big part of their pain comes from refusing to want to address it head on. A big part of your pain comes from keeping it to yourself. So you both are experiencing very similar things. Okay. I don't know if they still love you. They find it a strain to keep their heart space open towards you, especially after the sex shutdown. Okay. That's their reaction. You had a reaction, they had one too. You're both entitled. The point is, this doesn't look at all soul bonded or upper level divinity. This looks like something you both had to go through in order to understand where it is you're not supposed to be. Everybody thinks they know. They don't. It's not until we get in situations like this until we realize we're not supposed to be in them. I feel like I've said this for you before. I would really like to get past this. I need more people in the collective to start choosing change, any kind of change that is for their benefit, not their detriment. I don't care who you are or what the relationship is to this person. If it's this deteriorated, it's best let go. I didn't see any repairs between you two. Neither one of you showed me repairs. None. No healing, no nothing. Other than one thing. And even then it was broken. Somebody does not see the sexual energy as restorative or replenishing or helpful or loving anymore. And they haven't for a while. In other words, there's no point in repairing this. I don't have value in it. At least not with this person. So why would I try to repair that, right? I know, so let's do something about it. My whole objective here, man, is to get people where they need to be. Not where they've been, because where they've been sucks and it doesn't work sometimes. So what do we do about it? We make changes. And that's when your Fool opens up. When you stop going back and forth with this person out of comfort, habit, fucking done. When it's done, let it be done, as I often say. As we say in the South. If it's done, let it be done. This has been done. Stick a fucking fork in this thing. It's done. I don't want to see this stuff for you anymore. I don't. I've had it up to my tits with this. Seriously. You and Gemini. You two could go for neck. Honestly. Real person, real talk. I got real expressions too. I've been up to my tits with you and this. Trust me, I'm acutely aware. Sometimes you have a good one. And I'm very happy by that. But man, that Piscean love energy, sometimes it takes you a long time to let go. And I understand. I do. I just see the pain that this has caused you both, and I don't want it for either of you. I don't give a shit what the backstory is. You can go ahead and say they're a narcissist. They're probably turning around and saying the same thing about you, so let it go. Call it quits. Call it quits, the both of you. I don't want you to destroy the best of yourselves, because then you won't have a Fool energy. Yeah, if you're calling them something, I promise you they're turning around and calling you the same thing. It works both ways. The way your two energies have played off each other. All you two were doing this whole time, being angry, upset, hiding feelings, not talking, fear, all that, was your two's ways of talking about what it is you don't talk about. That's basic psychology. What you could not talk about with your words, you started to show with your actions. And every time you pinged off each other, the division gets wider and wider. So what do? We start pushing somebody away. Push away, push away. I can't talk about it, so we're going to push and push and push. Stop pushing. Go. Just go. You don't seem to think that there's a reason to stay. Sometimes you go back out of comfort. You keep it going out of comfort. The other person probably accepts it in many respects. They were afraid to know what your real feelings were to begin with. They really had felt that you had checked out, but they didn't want to ask that question. You had. Etc. Ay, ay, ay. I don't want to see this stuff for you anymore, Pisces. I don't. But tarot is not Whataburger, as I'm having to say more and more these days. Yeah, it's time to end that cycle of confusion and doubt and insecurity and self-sabotage. It's time. It's time. It was probably time to cycle this out a long time ago. I'm not even interested in time checks anymore, but I do want to know when you start feeling the Fool. Is there anything else, please, that Pisces should know? Just anything else, please, that Pisces should know? Before I do time checks. Yeah. It was that same comfort zone that we got into with this person. That's when the confusion started. We stopped questioning things. We stopped looking at this situation or this relationship deeply because we just got used to it. Okay, we kind of took it for granted for what it was in that respect of I can always count on it, it's always here. And it was during that interim of the Seven of Pentacles, this is my person, I'm very comfortable with them sexually, I never fail to take action, etc. It was during that time that we started to develop the Eight of Swords. This happened very slowly. We weren't able to really see our heart space, the Page of Cups, and how small it was and that it was shrinking. So when the love was lost, because let's call it for what it is, the sex is an afterthought. When the love was lost, the sex went out. I just know that the heart space for at least one of you, and I believe it was you, started to shrink over time, but we didn't see it. And it took a minute to realize it. Why? I don't know. Holding back. Always. Well, that's very specific. Well, it's very specific. I was thinking, why did it take so long? Where's the disappointment coming from? Where's the disillusionment coming from in love? How did it go from, this is who we are, and I'm good with that, to, no. Where the fuck did that happen? Over time, as we said. And here's the only clue I have about why you lost love for this person, Pisces. It's the only thing I got. Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Heavy earth energy here, but also heavy water. Whenever you looked out onwards to the landscape of this person, they never seemed to grow into their full potential. It's kind of like you lost faith in them a little bit over time. For some reason you expected them to blossom into something bigger than they are, and they didn't. It was always comfortable up until that point. But there's something about here that they kind of have a failure to take off in life that has disappointed you. You look at them and you know that they have the potential to be more sexually, materially, spiritually, emotionally, whatever that is more is to you. And they don't meet their full potential, and it was in that respect that you started to lose love for them. Every time you looked out upon them, you did not see them progress as a person. Perhaps you thought that they were too conservative. Hierophant, heavy Taurus energy here, the moon. The Hierophant and the moon. Five of Cups, and that's where the pain is born. You've ultimately become disappointed in your commitment relationship with this person, but it's something you had to keep secret, or you felt you had to keep secret. You understand that they could potentially have quite a bit to work with as a person, as a human, and you've always kind of been able to put forward the sexual energy in a way that was, you know, I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm engaging this, I can manifest it whenever I want. But once you realized your heart started to withdraw for this person, you stopped summoning forward the sexual energy. You stopped commanding them to the bedroom, as it were, or giving them signals. And it came from a much deeper place than perhaps you realized. You're showing me that they never live up to their potential. And it's disappointed you. You regret the commitment with this person. You thought that they would have so much more promise attached to them. And they don't. Honey, look, all I'm getting from this is that maybe once you brought out the best in them, but you don't anymore. Maybe they once brought out the best in you, but they don't anymore. You two do not bring out the best in each other. It doesn't even look supportive emotionally. So I understand that you have reasons. Everybody has reasons for everything. And you stopped investing. Yeah. We stopped investing in the healing. Okay. Yeah, you didn't want to invest in the healing. It's kind of like you had enough time to see who they were over time. And it was enough to tell you that your emotions didn't belong with this person anymore. Okay. And it's a secret that you've kept in you for a long time. Perhaps you didn't know how to use the words. Perhaps you didn't know how to articulate it, or you felt guilty or bad. I don't know. But it's something that you felt you had to keep to yourself for a long time. You thought the promise of them would mean so much more. Perhaps in security, perhaps in the long term, perhaps a stronger foundation. Perhaps you feel literally like they just don't live up to their potential. It's funny that you see them as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. Someone who constantly holds back from their true self. Constantly. You see them that way constantly. It's a pattern. It's a pattern they never break, or they never exceed in your eyes. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You showed me that a couple times. Like they just don't live up to their reputation, or they don't live up to the expectation. They always cut down their efforts. They never put in their whole selves into anything. You know what I mean? They got the goods or the potential of it, but as I was lecturing Scorpio literally in theirs, you can't fall for potential, you have to fall for proof. Okay? So if this person was talking about big dreams and what they were going to do the day you met them, and it was like that throughout your dating, and when you married them, and then after you married them, they're still talking about the things they want to do but never do. Right? It's easy to fall in love with potential when somebody's got big dreams. You think they got big goals. They got big aspirations. Did they put any work into it? It's kind of like, yeah, I got used to this. And I gave from the heart. But then I saw things would never change. And that's when I started to emotionally shrink from this person. For some of you, yeah. It's like they're afraid to step into their own potential. I don't bring out their best. I don't inspire them to do more, to be more. They're sure as hell not bringing it out of me either. They start things, but they don't finish. They lose steam. They don't invest enough when they say they're gonna. And that's where, yeah. So in this relationship, possibly marriage, commitment, that's what started ultimately the tension in the heart space. So here's the origin of the thing. What I was just describing, that's what caused the tension in the heart in that relationship. When somebody doesn't live up to the potential that they said they could bring but don't, I don't think that makes them a bad person. It's just not what you wanted. It's just not what you wanted. Okay. Okay. All right, Pisces. I'm singing into the balance. Opening the Fool. opening towards the Fool. Then your King of Wands pops out again. Ten of Swords. You actually are starting to feel that it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying it's not without pain. I'm not saying it's without cost. Of course not. When you make decisions like this, there's going to be pain. It doesn't matter if you're the one who does the cutting or if you're on the receiving end of it. Pain is involved. But you're starting to feel increasingly that it's the right thing to do. And I actually 100% fucking agree. Again, not because anyone here's a bad guy. It's just you two are not right for each other. That's it. Not that I can see. We got to make the decision, honey. Somebody here's got to make the decision and then stick to it. Once they decide if they got to stick to it, pull it in, make it happen. Okay? If you... yeah. We got to make the decision, act on it. Okay? It's not going to happen by itself. We're going to have to take action towards this. If you are devastated by this, then you're not the Pisces I'm talking to, because the Pisces I'm talking to has been in pain and been disappointed for years. The other person has too, they just don't speak to it. And if you're sitting there crying, it's because you know what it is you have to do. Not because you think it's happening to you, because you know it's what you have to do. No, I don't need to do this anymore. Not interested. I think we've got enough story here. Can I say something in terms of dates, please? Something. It could be Piscean season. They show, honey, the moon was here. Moon. So it could be by your birth season. I don't know that that's necessarily true. But yes. Next Scorpio season, maybe. Magician, King of Cups. Yes. Many of you are trying to summon forward your heart space for this person once more before you give up. That's for some of you. The Sun is in reverse. We haven't felt happy in a long time. And then also prior to Leo season. Prior to Leo season, then also prior to the 19th. I don't know what that means. The 19th, before the 19th of what month, I have no idea. But prior to Leo season, I believe. The Hierophant, Taurus season. Page of Pentacles. We've begun to invest in the truth of our heart space and how we've been holding back. So we begin to take this a little bit more seriously in the next couple of months. And looking at this commitment for what it is. That means going into your moon. There it is again. Oh my goodness. Heavy Piscean energy, heavy Taurus energy, some Scorpio, yes, we saw that. Touch of Aries, touch of Sag. There will be some significant energy within you, specifically pain around your birth season, and I don't know why. Disappointment, more disappointment, to be honest. And it's like you never rejoice. You feel like you never feel happy. This is very interesting. You never feel happy in your birthday. You never feel happy on your birthday. I don't know why. Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands in your birth season. For some reason, you never feel happy on your birthday. For some reason, it provokes a fight. What the hell happens around your birthday, honey? What is it about your birthday that provokes all this arguing? Tower moments. They're going to want to offer to heal with you at some point, and that means possibly the sexual energy, and you reject it again. And that could cause some rough energy here. Or there has been a recent argument about this. About the the High Priestess, you know what it's about. You know why they're frustrated, you know why they're angry. It's looking like for some of you have recently rejected this person again sexually, and there might have been some explosive, I don't think it was flat out arguing about it. It could be that there's just a lot of tension between you two because you're rejecting the sexual energy with this person as a form of healing, and that's because you no longer feel for them in that way. In which case, again, don't do what isn't right to you, ever. But also, we need to learn about it, come forward with it, and own it. Otherwise, this pain is just going to perpetuate between you and this person. Yeah. So, there might be some interference around your birthday season. I don't know why. Perhaps you do. Perhaps this is a point of contention that happens every birthday for you. You already seem to expect it, though. That's what's bizarre to me. There might be a lot of friction there. I see you investing in the seriousness of your heart space by spring. Specifically March, April, May. And there might be a little bit more of a finalization, I believe, prior to Leo season. 7, the height of the sun. Ace of Pentacles for some of you, less than a year from this day. Altogether, all told, less than a year for some of you. And then that's when you know your freedom. Okay? Let it be done. I need to get you past this shit, Pisces. I want you to get past this, and if you identify with it, you do too. It's overdue for the both of you. One of you has got to get this started. This is not healthy for either one of you. Sex aside, this goes way beyond sex. But it's one of the reasons why, and I will insist, I look at sexual energy. It shows us a lot. We act like it doesn't, but it does. We act like it doesn't, but it does. It can lead to much deeper issues, which is one of the reasons why, again, I look at it. Dang it. I have to wait 3 more months before I can see something else for you. Okay. Heart with the nurse's cap. Yes, we are trying to heal our heart. There. What is this? Virgo. The medallion of Virgo. We also have Taurus here. Yeah, I saw the heavy earth energy here, but I also saw damn strong dashes of water, so they might have some very strong earth-water components in them. Yeah. And then the camel, the conservation of one's feelings. Again, more of that that earth energy. Slow-moving, conservation of one's feelings, that kind of thing. Always conserving, always conserving, always conserving, but not increasing, not increasing, not increasing. That kind of thing. It's like they take sips instead of gulps. It's like, why are you trying to draw it out? Well, because then at some point, if you take sips slowly, you can drain the cup slowly. And that means you don't have to replenish it until much far away. Whereas if you take gulps, you have to replenish the cup faster. So it's kind of like they don't want to put too much into themselves or their feelings. I don't know how else to explain that. It's like, if they can savor it and draw it out, it'll take a while before they have to come back to this of having to replenish the feelings, especially if they know that yours is running very low. So they take sips. It's interesting. Lightning bolt tower moment. Yeah, I saw that. More so around your birthday season. And for some of you, you've had a recent spat with this person. Again, all the more reason. H, C, R. Okay. Libra. T. Dragon. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, you guys. Let's do this. There's some infinity. No? I did count my eye. Was there some financial loss? Or just more of that feeling that this person never lives up to their potential? They could, but they don't put enough into themselves, the environment, the career. You thought it would be so much more than this by now. Something like that. Honey, if I want to smoke during sexual tarot, it's because I see something so fucking good. I need a cigarette for post-orgasm. Not because it's so fucking stressful. Which, no, I don't smoke, but I occasionally have a cigarillo. It's like my little treat, you know. It's not often. Don't give me a lecture. I'm a big girl. I'm aware. I have one occasionally when the mood's right. Which usually means Saturday night after a couple glasses of wine. Okay? Honey. Trust me. Messages from Spirit. Yes, please listen to yourself. That's exactly what I was saying. You need to clean yourself from this energy cleanse. You feel it. Pisces, you fucking feel it. You need to cleanse yourself of this energy, this connection. Counsel and therapy. Many of you have been there and done that with this person. And if you haven't tried it yet, yeah, give it a crack. If neither one of you has gotten to that point, and don't take this as an insult because that really pisses me off. My background is in counseling. Don't take offense to what is a natural thing, what should be a natural thing. All right, so for those of you who have not tried counseling and therapy, I would recommend it. And if it hasn't worked, it hasn't worked. That's it. But for those of you who have not given it that last crack, yeah, I recommend that you do. Runner, someone's always running. Yeah, I saw somebody sticking their head in the sand. They don't really actually want to know. They strongly suspect that you have emotionally exited, but they don't dare ask. They don't want to deal with it. Good luck. Signs from nature. Yeah, you're getting a lot of signs and signals and things. You're getting a lot of signs and signals from the universe that it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Okay? All right. Is there anything else, please? I don't want to hear any, I'm over them, I'm over them. Clearly, we're not. Or the cross-watcher isn't. Which always amuses me when a cross-watcher says, I'm over them, I'm over them. Why are you watching? Why are you commenting? Because so far, you're failing to convince me, bro. Sis. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yes, we need to heal our passion. We have things to heal on within ourselves about our fire, our ambition, where it was meant to be directed, where it was meant to be pointed. We no longer see literally our passion as a form of healing with this person, which is another dead ringer that something's wrong. We wanted our wish fulfillment. We want to release from this. We used to wish for this person. We used to pull this person in. We used to desire them. And now we wish to release them. It is your innermost wish. I need you to get in there and address it. Kung fu that shit. Get in there and kick its ass, Pisces. You want to release this person. It is your wish. Get in touch with the wish. Again, not because it's bad, but because you two are bad for each other. That's the two people I'm looking at. You do not build each other up. You tear each other down. Don't destroy the best of yourselves. It's not worth it. You want a proper fool's journey? Release yourself. Be receiving to open, yes. Open yourself up to the idea of releasing this. Okay. North Node. Whatever your North Node is your purpose. So, for those of you who have an extensive birth chart, in there should be listed your North Node. I want you to abide by that, so when things are hard, and things are hard, and they're going to get harder. The longer we leave this unaddressed, the harder it's going to get. That's how these things work. When things get hard, when you feel like you are challenged and your back is up against the wall, or that you are painted into a corner, I need you to know your North Node and stand by those characteristics. Abide by them. They will help you. All right, Pisces. Oh my goodness, honey. Oh my goodness me. I hate it when somebody tears themselves apart on the inside. Never mind two people are doing it to each other. It's only a failure, honey. It's only a failure when we refuse to learn from it. When we refuse to learn from it, we're going to be destined to repeat it. So don't repeat this. Let it go. Recognize it for what it is. Thank it for what it was. Thank it for its service, for the lessons it taught you. Don't be angry. Don't be resentful. Just let it go. Call it even. Call it square. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth your dignity. It's not worth your feeling. It's not worth your sense of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're going to get there to that conclusion. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but eventually you're going to understand that that balance is futile and that it probably has been for a long time. Judgment. And only then that fool that you started feel rising up a little bit in you, that chance at freedom, that chance at a new chapter in life, that's when it's actually going to come out. I cannot see past this. I cannot see past this. In 3 months' time, that should put us into about spring. I don't know that I'll see a continuation of this, but I sure as hope to see progress. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. Tell you what I wanted. I wanted to see you having magnificent sex on a beach somewhere with somebody. That's not what happened today, clearly. So, let's open you up into the full so we can get you there. You're so confident that you can pull in the passion, you can pull in the sex whenever you want. With this person, you knew you could. That's because I could tell you were the Pisces calling the sexual shots in this relationship. So you also want to point that same power outside of this. So give yourself permission. Release this. You want to. You want to. I just need you to get in touch with the fact that you want to. Because the sooner you get in touch with that fact, the sooner you can do it. Okay, honey. You know, I remember the days when Scorpio was kicking my ass with difficult. Months passed. It's still difficult. And they've been doing well for months. Well, let's call it the past several readings, and I do them every 2 weeks for everybody. So, yeah, about 6 weeks or so. They've been doing really well. Problems? Yeah, normal, but well. And you kind of went into that space of you were always doing okay, and then you've been doing not so well for the past several readings. One day, I need you to trust me on this. When more of you make changes, it will show here. Don't live life dictated by tarot. All tarot is showing is what you're doing, feeling, and believing. Don't watch tarot for it to tell you what to do. You tell tarot what to do. Not the other way around, baby. Your life is not subject to pieces of cards. The cards reflect what you show me, not the other way around. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. And that's if it resonates. Your energy needs to tell me what it's going to do. Your energy needs to tell me what it wants. Your energy needs to tell me who it loves and wants to fuck, etc. I don't tell you. You tell me. You want to tell me good shit? Then fucking show me. Prove it. You want new for yourself? Show me. Prove it. And it will show up in the cards. That's what I want for you. You tell me. I don't tell you. You tell me. That's how this works. Tarot doesn't dictate action. You do. Way too many people watch this saying, oh, it's going to be a good week. I hope it's going to be a good week. Maybe the tarot lady will show me something really awesome and I'll be inspired to change my life. Woo! No. You show me the inspiration to change your life and it will show up here and validate your experience. Because right now, what's being validated is really hard. And I am sympathetic. Which is why I'm telling you I need you to do what you need to do. You've been thinking about it anyway. Feeling it specifically. Your collective will have good days again. That was my point. But I need... And that's if you resonate, and if you don't, that's it. That's it. But if you do, make the choices. Do the hard thing. Do the right thing for you. Okay? And I will see it here on the table. And then you will know you're doing the right thing. The right thing is often the hard thing, and it never feels good, honey. Sometimes it feels good, like, and it's justifiable. Yeah, I did the right thing. Fuck yeah, go me. And there's other times when the right thing hurts. But that doesn't make it any less right. It just means it's that much harder. Okay. All right, that's for reals. Put in the comments as you see fit, like always. Pisces? I have any more like this, I'm going to pull you aside after class and have a little talk with you. I was like, Pisces, you need to see me after class. Okay. I love you. You fish. Oh, you absolute fish. You're my water cousin. You're the best swimmer. Better than Scorpio, better than Cancer. So do what you do best. Fucking swim, man. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Get to where you need to be and don't settle for anything less than where you need to be. That's enough for reals. Take care, honey. The next round of readings, by the way, is the general overview. Couple weeks. You guys, take care. Be well.